Win the day with the Kelsey's favorite cereals. Hi, Mike Huckabee here, and this election is going to have many of us up at night, me included. The very balance of our country is hanging by a thread. That's why I'm going to make sure I vote. And until then, I'm going to make sure I get a good night's sleep with relaxing sleep. America's #1 trusted sleep aid.
It's Roland Tanya. Chicago-born rapper Lil Durk appeared before a federal judge in Florida this morning. He was arrested there Thursday in a murder-for-hire plot.
Tonight, developing news of the growing lawsuits and allegations against hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs. Now, one woman is accusing him of a sexual assault here in the Bay Area.
Is crazy.
The new suit was filed in just the past 24 hours.
Giving
ABC 7 News
in
Portal
Lil
Virginia
Durk
has the
just
details.
reduce his jail
We do
time.
need to
Watch
warn you
this
that
video.
allegations are triggering.
People trying to blame Diddy for everything. Regardless of how the presidential debate go, people gonna blame Diddy for hogging up the news. Lil Durk is in jail. Now it's rumors circulating that Diddy snitched on him to get reduced jail time. A lot of the pieces to the puzzle is coming together now that this man behind bars. So somebody definitely doing some talking. And if Durk not locked up because of Diddy snitching, it's possibly because this young man lost his life while on his way to a Lil Durk concert. And even though Durk ain't the one that pulled the trigger, they feel like if it wasn't for that rap concert, this young man would have never lost his life. And that's the only reason why they're going after Durk, because what they arrested him for happened years ago, and they were trying to solve the case until this young man lost his life.
The 18-year-old senior at Elgin High School gunned down Sunday afternoon on his way to a concert outside the United Center. Jess Kendall was robbed, pistol-whipped, and shot, even after handing over his phone and his keys. His older brother, Thomas, speaking to us Sunday evening, moments after he'd been shot.
He's my younger brother. I would do anything for that kid.
Rest in peace to this young man for losing his life, man. It should have never went down like that. But I must say, Durk and Diddy got a lot in common. All the crimes they done to people of color, nobody was in a rush to investigate it. Nobody cared about Quando Rondo or his cousin. People was mad that it wasn't Quando Rondo that died.
These two need to be locked up.
Outside of
Him
the culture,
and Diddy.
that's when they get
Things
off
I heard about both of these two.
arrest somebody.
It's Roland Tanya. Chicago-born rapper Lil Durk appeared before a federal judge in Florida this morning. He was arrested there Thursday in a murder-for-hire plot. Coming off his first Grammy win earlier this year, Chicago-bred rapper Lil Durk is now facing charges in connection to a murder-for-hire plot. The 32-year-old was born Durk Banks. U.S. Marshals took Banks into custody on Thursday in Broward County. Banks appeared in federal bond court this morning. Now, details about the rapper's arrest or charges have not been released. 5 members of Durk's Only the Family group, also known as OTF, were indicted by a California grand jury this week on charges of conspiracy to commit murder for hire.
I may be wrong, but it's a possibility that they're going after Durk just to find out who assassinated that young man on the way to Durk's concert. They figure enough is enough. All of the crime and violence that happened in Chicago, they let things for years. Same thing with Diddy. They let this man get away with a whole bunch of other people. As soon as they saw him put hands on Cassidy, that's when they pulled the plug on him.
And that's what's fucked up about the whole thing. Wild said when Diddy did something to Cassidy, all of a sudden they want to put charges on Diddy. But then like this dude said, but this dude did it with Tupac, Biggie, and all this other stuff Diddy did. But these folks ain't trying to investigate it. But time with Cassidy, now they want to investigate.
And everybody knew about
it. Sound pretty strange to me.
Big deal now. Quando Rondo's cousin got gunned down years ago. But as soon as this young man lost his life, Elgin, high school senior, dies after being shot on the way to a Lil Durk concert at UC. And a couple of days later, they swooped down in helicopters to get Durk. Like I said, people want to blame Diddy for everything. Your car acting up, Diddy must have did something to it. Your kids out here wilding out, they must have been listening to old bad boy music. To blame him for everything. But it is a possibility that he is doing some because these rappers is falling like dominoes. And with these new allegations out against Diddy, he need to get them people something because they about to throw him away for 100 years.
Tonight, developing news of the growing lawsuits and
he has
allegations
a lot
against
of
mogul
on
Sean
these
Diddy
celebrities,
Combs. Now,
y'all
one woman
pay
is accusing him
attention.
of a sexual assault here in the
Diddy
Bay
has
Area.
a lot of
The new
sex tapes
suit was
on
filed
these
in just the past
celebrities.
24
Pay
hours.
attention,
ABC 7
y'all.
News reporter Luis Pena has the details. We do need to warn you the allegations are triggering.
In disturbing detail, the latest civil lawsuit against rapper Sean Diddy Combs breaks down a horrific scene inside an Orinda apartment in 2018.
Very savage gang rape.
A woman claims to have met Diddy over FaceTime in 2018 after running into one of his friends at a bar. During that conversation, her attorney said the woman made a comment that upset the rapper.
Told Mr. Combs she believed he had something to do with Tupac's murder, so she wasn't interested or impressed with seeing him.
The lawsuit says a month later, Diddy's friend allegedly set her up to be raped by Diddy in Orinda, where she said she was drugged and threatened with a knife. And Diddy said she would pay for his statements about Tupac during the video call. The lawsuit says that while violently raping the woman, the rapper told her her life was in his hands and that if he wanted, he would take her and she would never be seen again. According to her attorney, the woman was raped
Now
by
listen
other
what he's
men as
saying
well.
now.
And despite being drugged, she was able to escape. On her way out, telling Diddy she did not party with him and did not enjoy partying with him and that he raped her. The lawsuit claims neighbors in the area called police.
Contra Costa sheriff came out to the neighbor's home at the time of the incident because several police reports several 911 calls allegedly were made.
According to the lawsuit, several weeks after the rape, the accuser went to the hospital because she was still in pain. The lawsuit claims hospital personnel called Walnut Creek police, who took a statement from the accuser. This time, she said she did not want to name Diddy. She says she was afraid that she wouldn't be believed and that later on, the rapper would harm her. We contacted Walnut Creek and Orinda police departments and have not heard back. The woman's attorney saying law enforcement agencies refused to hand over the police reports.
That's disturbing in and of itself. Her team needs this information.
Now listen what they just said. They don't even want to turn in the police report. This lady just got raped by Diddy. What kind of stuff is this?
Legal
And
analyst
y'all don't even
Stephen
want to
Clark
turn in
is
the lady
urging for these
report?
allegations to be investigated independently.
Was this individual treated like a sexual assault victim, or was she treated as someone that was not credible?
The accuser is seeking $50 million in damages.
Victory is served when the victims is changed. Diddy invited a 13-year-old girl back to the VMA parties, and she don't look nothing like Aaliyah, and they want to see him fried for that, for even asking her to even come be near him anywhere. They didn't want her around him in the first place. And freak on top of that, justice must be served. Durk done had half of Chicago killed, and now an indirect murder took place, and it's looking like he the one that's taking all the blame. They got him on the front page of all of this. And while they talking about what happened to the high school student, they also talking about Durk getting arrested just days after the fact. Now, y'all can say what y'all want to say about it, but it is what it is. Chris Kendall was a senior at Elgin High School. His older brother, Thomas Tommy Kendall, told ABC 7 over the that the 18-year-old
This is crazy, y'all. Listen, listen. Now.
United Center on Sunday night when they
Diddy
were
and
at
Durk
gunpoint and
need to be locked up.
Fatal gunshot.
Now, they are two
about
of the
to tear down the
same
whole
people
O-block. O-block
on the
is about to
same
be
bullshit.
O-block because people love this young man. They said that this guy was so loved by his community, justice got to be served some way or somehow, and I really can't blame them for feeling like that.
The pain and the grief tonight in Elgin, where loved ones are remembering 18-year-old Jess Kendall, who was shot and killed just walking to a concert at the United Center.
Kendall was with his girlfriend just a few blocks away on the 100 block of North Walcott Sunday night when several people approached them and demanded their belongings at gunpoint. Moments later, Kendall was fatally shot. NBC5's JC Navarrete spoke with friends and family of the high school senior.
This is wild. This is wild, y'all.
Emotional night for family, friends, and neighbors of Jess
You
Kendall.
got me speechless. This is wild.
Lived next to Kendall for 5 years. His daughter, a classmate of his.
I mean, here today when she come from school, I didn't know before. It's sad. It's super sad.
she was crying like crazy. So this is not just about race. As you can see, this young man had people of all nationalities that loved him to death. He was just that guy in the neighborhood. If you needed something, he was willing to help. If you was moving and he was around, he'd help you move. If your lawn looking crazy, he'd go grab the lawnmower. This guy was a community hero, and somebody thought it was a wise idea to rob him. They probably was out there looking for people of his color that was going to the Lil Durk concert to rob them on the spot, take whatever they got. He was with his girl. They did him dirty and turned around and took his life. Now, your boy Durk is in jail, and it don't look like they gonna let him out.
Banks' arrest comes just weeks after he was named in a lawsuit which alleges the rapper had a hand in a 2020 gang-related deadly shooting of a Chicago rapper, FBG Duck, born Carlton Weekly. Weekly was killed in the Gold Coast neighborhood by a group of masked men as he waited to enter a high-end store. Gang members were convicted of carrying out Weekly's murder. Weekly's mother spoke with ABC 7's Karen Jordan after filing the lawsuit.
Not a day goes by that I don't think about him and the life that was taken from him.
This is wild, y'all. This is straight wild. And Diddy is to be locked up.
Now, Lil
Both
Durk seemed to
these
not
two are
comment on
just
that lawsuit.
alike.
We'll be sure to update you when we learn more about the charges.
Y'all
The
shouldn't
rapper
have to
is now
take
facing.
people
They
lives
trying to convince
just to
the
come
world
up
that
in
they
the
just now found out a
And
couple
don't
of weeks
these
ago
two sound
about Durk's
just
involvement and
real
FBG
similar
Duck's passing, and they
to
just
this?
had to make the
To
move
this?
now or never
Seem like it's
to
no
arrest him for the
coincidence.
violent murder of another gangbanger that was possibly committing murders and terrorizing people in Chicago as well. Like they needed to get some justice for FBG Duck. To me, that sounds like a whole bunch of nonsense. But one thing that sounds very exclusive to me is the fact that Diddy is sitting in jail, and they said he was working for the feds, and he had relations with OTF and a bunch of people in Chicago. So it's a possibility that Diddy done ratted his mouth and told them exactly what
They
Durk
say
did, why
Diddy
he
working
did it,
for
and
the
how he did it.
feds,
He
but a
probably
lot of
showed them
people
video
don't know that
footage of
Gene
Durk
Deal
and his
used to work for the
jacuzzi, talk
feds
about how he gonna
before he
lay out
worked
the
with
head.
Diddy.
And if Diddy didn't do it, it got everything to do with this young man. Like I said, he lost his life. One of the most beloved people in Chicago that a lot of people recognized as being a future leader. Somebody took that away from humanity, and somebody gonna have to suffer for that. I know I said this over and over, but I gotta drive this point home, because if that's not the case, Diddy snitched, because they talking about selling sex tapes on the black market, the blue market,
Didn't
the
I
red
just
market,
say that
the
he
H
got
Mart, the
sex tapes on
Walmart.
most of all these celebrities?
Answer me that question, because he put up $50 million. They didn't accept it. But what's scheduled to happen to his assets right now?
Yeah, if he's convicted. So if he's convicted, one of the things they're asking for in here is forfeiture of assets. And look, Stephen A., that could mean his businesses, Bad Boy, houses, cars, planes, all these different assets he has. We don't know the amount to the extent of what would happen here. That's going to be up to the judge. Again, if convicted. But that's what could happen. Right now, it's all a waiting game. We wait for the trial.
Listen what they say.
And that could be months and months and months away. So for now, those assets might be generally fine, but all bets are off if he's convicted.
There's nothing minor about messing with minors, high school students losing their lives. Hip-hop is starting to claim the people that's been supporting it thus far. You go to a hip-hop concert, it's not a whole lot of people of color up in there. It's a lot of people of different nationalities, and now hip-hop is affecting those people. And they gotta get shut down. Diddy done bit the hand that fed him, and they trying to put that dog to sleep. People walking to attend the Lil Durk concert to support this rapper, when he talk about shooting and killing, and somebody got shot and killed right there smack in Chicago, somebody gonna have to do something about it. But Diddy going away for a long time. I guess he figure he gonna bring as many people as he can with him.
So Sean Diddy Combs, a music mogul, is facing a series of new civil lawsuits, including allegations he's sexually assaulted 2 teenagers. Our senior investigative correspondent, Aaron Katursky, has the details. Aaron, good morning.
Listen what he said now. He molested teenagers. Y'all need to look up about his adopted daughter that he's adopted, this white girl. They say he been molesting this girl and have her under the tunnel under his house.
This morning, a new civil lawsuit alleges Sean Diddy Combs sexually assaulted a then
Y'all need to look it up. I'm telling you, there's some serious stuff going on with Diddy. Just listen, y'all. Listen. Watch the video. Ain't gonna say nothing else. Keep watching.
The lawsuit says Diddy's driver invited the alleged victim to an after party, telling her Combs liked younger girls and saying she fit what
He said younger girl.
At the party, the lawsuit says the teen accepted a drink and went to lie down, feeling woozy and lightheaded. Combs allegedly grabbed the teen, saying, "You are ready to party." The lawsuit says the teen was sexually assaulted by a male, identified as Celebrity A, while Combs and a female, identified as Celebrity B, watched. Combs then allegedly assaulted her, while Celebrities A and B watched. The new civil lawsuits accuse Combs of sexual assaults over more than 2 decades, from 2000 to 2022. Alleged victims include a then 17-year-old male who says Combs molested him at a party in New York, and a man who says Combs assaulted him at a party in Los Angeles. The man says he took this photo of the vodka served him to document the alleged encounter. Combs' legal team did not directly respond to the new allegations, but pointed ABC News to a prior statement that says the truth veil that Mr. Combs has never sexually assaulted anyone, adult or minor, man or woman. And overnight, attorneys for Combs also asked the judge overseeing his criminal prosecution to silence the plaintiffs in these civil lawsuits, who they said have made shockingly prejudicial and false allegations of sexual assault.
Her name is Ava Combs.
Just extremely troubling claims there. Okay, Aaron, thank you.
This man been having this girl up on the tunnel, molesting and doing all types of
people to where
Lil Durk is
looking like the face of crime, because
he don't like little kids,
huh? Chicago should have never happened to
Why would you adopt this little white girl and you got doing sexual perverted stuff? But he ain't into little kids.
Neighbors tell me they got used to watching him riding around his yellow lawnmower since about the age of 9 or 10. He was known as a great young entrepreneur, happy to help out with chores and anything else that his neighbors needed.
We did small jobs for old people in the neighborhood. You know, everybody loved the kid.
Monday night, Thomas reflecting on the life lived with his brother, his family now, left with his memory, his dreams for his future, gone in a flash.
You know, he wanted to do something with his life. You know, he wanted to work on cars. He loved cars. He was a car kid.
JC Navarrete, NBC5 News.
The brother of an 18-year-old from Elgin who was killed Sunday during a robbery, speaking with WGN about the loss.
WGN's Rona Thomas.
I ain't gonna say that. I just want y'all to watch the rest of the video. Just watch it. I ain't gonna say that.
It's a known fact that rappers rat on rappers, so Diddy probably did get the ball rolling. Now, I ain't gonna speak on that too much because we got bigger fish to fry, like these allegations that Cameron made about Diddy years ago that proves to people that rappers will tell on other rappers. So Durk might be sitting in jail right now because Diddy ratted on him the same way Cameron ratted on Mace and Diddy when he found that sex toy in Mace's sink.
Now let me ask you about this other allegation on your dinner time that was like, whoa, did you really see a dildo
that's word.
in the bathroom?
My son can stop breathing right now. On his life. On my son's life, can stop breathing right now. Puff had a brown, and that's no disrespect to Puff. Puff wasn't there, so I don't know. Just telling you. Puff had a brownstone, I believe, on 35th Street and like Park Avenue between it's some brownstones down there. I believe 35th or 36th. And Mace was staying there, and I went to go meet him down there one day so we could bust a move. This is when he just signed with Bad Boy. He didn't even have an album out yet. He was just getting signed. And I went to use the bathroom, and it was a dildo on the bathroom sink. And when I came out, I asked him what's about. He like, that's homeboy's joint. You know, I don't know what it's about. you always have girls over here, but I don't know. I said, well, that's what you're saying. This is your bathroom. You're using this bathroom. I don't know where his bathroom at, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's word to my son, just stop breathing. I
But you know what, guys use dildos on girls sometimes.
That's true.
We seen some.
But he said, I'm not saying he didn't.
Right,
I'm
you just seen it on the thing. It was just awkward.
I'm not saying that
right.
Then it was for either one of their personal use. I'm just telling you what I saw.
If you've been waiting to apply for disability benefits, don't. Hi, I'm Sarah, and I'm a lawyer at Atticus. Applying as soon as you're unable to work or struggling to work due to your really helps strengthen your case. The process takes time, but winning benefits is life-changing for so many of our clients. The average disability check is worth about $1,500 a month, but some people receive up to $3,800 monthly. You also automatically get Medicare as part of those benefits. If you're considering applying for disability benefits, Atticus can help. Across the board, our clients win benefits 80% of the time, compared to the 22% national average. And there's more. You'll get back pay for the time you spent waiting for your application to make its way through the process. That can be a significant lump sum in your bank account that shows up shortly after you're approved. Complete our 2-minute quiz to see what benefits you might qualify for and get personalized disability advice. Follow the link to get started.
Do it faster. Do it better. And get a professional finish. For our painting and staining projects, if you're going to do it yourself, you want to do it with Wagner. Wagner, a faster way to a better finish.
Stories amongst people in hip-hop been going on for years. But like I said earlier, when the victims change, that's when the circumstances change, and that's when justice has to be served. My question is, do Durk deserve to be in jail because of what happened to this man on the way to his concert? Or do Durk need to be in jail for having something to do with the killing of Quando Rondo's cousin? When we heard about it, people shrugged their shoulders and kept on moving. But this is not a shoulder-shruggable situation. Diddy got victims out there crying their eyes out right now.
New accusations against Sean Diddy Combs. In a lawsuit, a woman claims that he raped and drugged her.
This comes as he's being held on federal sex trafficking charges. Dick Brennan is here now with more on this.
Marissa Christine Combs is locked up in the notorious Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, and he reportedly has been relocated to a new area reserved for detainees requiring special protection and additional security. But now there are new accusations in a civil suit. A woman saying she was raped and videotaped and left with long-term trauma.
Flashbacks, nightmares, and intrusive thoughts make me feel like it's a constant struggle.
Falia Graves says she's never recovered from the emotional and physical agony she says she endured at the hands of Sean Diddy Combs.
The violation I have experienced during the assault has had lasting effects on my body, causing ongoing health problems and complications.
In a federal lawsuit, Graves alleges Combs and another man drugged and raped her back in 2001 at his New York recording studio when she was just 25 years old. Her attorney, Gloria Allred, read the allegations made in the suit.
Defendants caused plaintiff to be depicted in a video image, unclothed, and with intimate body parts exposed.
Combs is locked up at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn nearly a week after he pleaded not guilty to federal sex trafficking and racketeering charges. The judge denied him bail pending his trial, which could be a year away.
Realistically speaking, most of the time behind bars.
It's very much of a possibility at this point.
The accusations brought by Graves mark the 12th civil suit brought against Combs. He's denied the allegations in those cases. Graves says she's relieved he's behind bars now.
I want to continue on this journey towards recovery and healing. I'm glad that he is locked up, but that's a temporary feeling of relief.
Now, the lawsuit was filed under the New York City Victims of Gender-Motivated Violence Protection Act. It comes during a 2-year window that suspends legal deadlines and allows sexual assault victims to sue over abuse that might have been otherwise too old for the statute of limitations. Christina Maurice.
All right, Dick, thank you. I think it's time we all take the headphones off and quit listening to hip-hop music for a while and try to comprehend what we into. People gravitate towards this evil. Somehow, some way, they summon to these concerts, and before they can even get there, they lose their life. Y'all remember what happened with
a lot of people don't realize that a lot of these concerts are rituals.
And never made
if
it back
you don't
home.
believe me,
What if this
research
young
it
man and his
yourself.
girlfriend decided that they would rather go see a movie, grab some pizza, go get some milkshakes? He'll still be alive right now. But just because they wanted to go see Lil Durk, this young man's family is never going to see him again.
Good evening, guys. Jess Kendall was a senior here in Elgin. His schoolmates and his teachers were told, remembering him today with a moment of silence. His family says he loved cars. He probably would have owned his own auto shop someday, and they are just truly devastated about what's happened.
Nobody's doing good. You know, everybody's just devastated. He was a big impact on everybody.
Thomas Kendall is talking about his baby brother, 18-year-old Jess, who was gunned down during a robbery on Sunday night outside the United Centre. He'd gone to the city from his home in Elgin to see a concert with some friends.
They get out to walk to the concert, basically, and then on their way to the concert, 4 guys just pull up.
Police said 2 of those 4 suspects were on foot. The others were riding divvy bikes. All 4 reportedly demanding the teens' belongings.
Phones, keys, just everything, basically.
Then, Thomas says things got so much worse.
They just hit Jess over the face, you know, pistol whip him and push him to the ground. And I believe he reached for the gun, and, you know, that's when things happened. He was shot 8 times.
Soon after, his phone started ringing.
I grabbed my bag and I just run to my car.
And he raced to Chicago. But Jess, who'd been rushed to Stroger by ambulance, didn't make it.
Everybody misses him. I miss him really, really bad.
He was a senior at Elgin High School and really just starting life. He loved music and sports, but his passion, we're told, was cars. He and his brother even owned matching trucks.
This one's a 75 and I drive a 76. He drives the orange one and I drive the green one.
The type of kid who detailed cars for folks in the neighbourhood, cut everyone's grass, and was known as someone you could count on, all devastated to lose him and wishing they could talk with him just one more time.
I know you're watching over everybody. I love you, man. I just want you to know that. I love you. And we all miss you, man.
We're told the school is providing counselling and support services. Students and teachers. 2 other people not part of Jess's friend group were shot in this incident. They're aged 15 and 19, both taken to Stroger and both survived. Police tell us nobody is in custody at the moment as a result of this whole ordeal. 2 GoFundMes have been set up though for Jess's family. If you'd like to help the family with a donation, those links will be on our website under this story. We're in Elgin. Rona Tumulty, WGN News.
This is some very sad news. Rest in peace to this young man.
It
should have never went down like that. Only if Durk was putting out some positive music, he wouldn't have attracted all of them goons being outside of the concert. He wouldn't have attracted people using pistols and robbing people. That's all they talk about in the music. Durk is in jail, and you can't convince me that they give a damn about FBG, Duck, Quando, Rondo, or his cousin, because as far as they concerned, Durk did them a service by taking them dudes off the street. But as far as taking this young man off the street, Durk gonna have to pay for that. The rumor is Diddy is the reason why these rappers is falling left and right. He got intel about what's been going on in the street back in the day, and now he's starting to share this information with these people to try to get his sentence reduced. Now, I'm starting to think, what is Durk really in jail for? Y'all gonna have to let me know how I feel about it in the comment section. I got so much love for y'all. Channel. I'm gonna holler at y'all on my next video.
Casino